Welcome to the second Breaking Ads blog video. So in this second blog, what we're basically going to do is give you a bit of information about some of the things that we have been doing in Season 1 and some of the changes we're going to make for Season 2. In the first blog video, if you haven't seen it, I'll put a wee annotation or a link to it. In the first blog video, we told you about the general idea and why we started Breaking Ads. In this blog video, I'm going to just talk a wee bit about Season 1, what we call Season 1, and just a few wee things about what's going to be different in Season 2. Right from the beginning of Commercial Suicide and Breaking Ads, each episode was designed to be a 10 to 15 minute sketch show, again about adverts. With Season 1, however, the technology wasn't in place. With Season 1, the people weren't in place. With Season 1, we knew what we were aiming for, but we decided to create with what we had, knowing that with Season 2 and beyond, we were aiming for something a lot bigger. And that's not to say that we're disowning Season 1. We're glad to have done Season 1, and there's a lot of Season 1 that we really do like. But also Season 1 is a taster of what Breaking Ads is meant to be, and it's a taster of what we're trying to do. Season 1 began as very much something that turned out to be stock footage, After Effects projects, and a few things like that. It was stuff that we could create very simply, just the two of us. He could create in his house, I could create in my house, and we could bring them all together and upload them as an episode. There are several recurring jokes and themes, some of which you may see in Season 2. As things progressed, we started to move a little more towards what the plan for Breaking Ads is, which means that we started to have a lot more filmed segments. We started to have a few segments where Patrick appears in some. I don't think I appear in any in Season 1, but you definitely hear my voice. We filmed for the Christmas episode, we finally filmed an intro using my good friend Davey. And we started to get to the point where it was going to be possible to work with actors and create an actual sketch. So a sketch show, a live action sketch show, the way we wanted it. So coming towards the end of Season 1, I think we both feel there's a sort of an increase in quality and an increase in ideas, an increase in our skills with the technology and stuff like that. But what Season 1 also allowed us to do was plan for Season 2. It allowed us to understand that we didn't want just something that was generated by us working separately in After Effects. We didn't want something that was just using stock footage. We have a lot of ideas that is going to rely on on-screen talent that may or may not be us. As I said at the end of the first blog video, we have a good few actor friends now through doing other short films and other projects. We have a lot of live action segments coming in Season 2. We're going to introduce Season 2 with our Star Wars episode, which is obviously going to come out in mid-December. And if we can, we'll do a Christmas episode. If not, we're not going to worry about it. But basically what will happen is Season 2 will start to filter out after the Star Wars episode. You'll get an idea of the segments that are involved and the work that's involved as well. And early in the new year, hopefully at least once a month, if not sooner, we'll have a full episode. We'll continue to put out the other videos like the Greedy or Desperate. As long as celebrities do adverts, we'll do Greedy or Desperate. And as long as the OK Google campaign continues, we'll continue to do those. They're quite simple and easy for us to produce, and they're an important factor in the channel. It's important to say to celebrities, if you're famous for something else, don't try and sell us Snickers bars or car insurance. Stick to what you're good at. Don't get greedy on things. So that's Greedy or Desperate. It's important to do that. Season 2 is where we're going to have basically, I would imagine, in a 10-minute program, we're probably going to have about 8 minutes of live action sequences, and each one is a separate scene, a separate sketch. We have to have production meetings. We have to basically organise cast, crew, props, costumes, locations, everything. So season 2 is quite a big undertaking. So this sort of blog video where you can get to see the people behind Breaking Ads is fine. It's as good as far as it goes. It's, again, I can do this with a camera sitting on a tripod, a microphone here, and my laptop there, and it's not a laptop, I don't know why I said that. So I can do this with a camera on the tripod, a microphone here, and my computer. You know, it doesn't take any more. Ben the dog, who you met in blog video 1, and if you didn't, go back and watch blog video 1. Ben's lying on his bed here. Hopefully he won't snore and ruin the tech. These videos, gameplay videos, talking head videos, are so easy to do. I'm not knocking anybody who does it, and anybody who's making a living off of it from YouTube or making a bit of pocket money from YouTube for it. Well done to them. But we're more ambitious. We would like to create an actual show for each episode. And it's not just a gameplay video where somebody talks over it, which I thoroughly enjoy and Patrick does too. And it's not just a blog video where it's me just talking to the camera. And it's not something simple. We're very ambitious to do a really good show, and if it turns out as a disaster, well, it turns out a disaster. At least we can hold our heads up high and say, do you know what? We tried to do something bigger than the rest. We tried to do something more ambitious. We tried to do something. Each episode is along the lines of a short film. Some people can take months to do a short film. What we're setting out to do is to do an episode a month. Possibly even 2 episodes a month, just depending on how we can organise cast and crew. And if it comes down to it, I'll film Patrick, Patrick will film me, and we'll do our best to entertain you. We have a huge amount of stuff written for season 2. We have 10 episodes planned, which will include the Star Wars one, possibly a Christmas one, but if it doesn't happen, don't blame me. And generally 8 or 9 other episodes which we're going to bring you in the next year. In the first blog video, we set ourselves a target of 1,000 subscribers for this time next year. So I'm going to ask you, please, if you watch this, share us with your friends, subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up and a comment on every video. Give us as much support as you can. Talk to us on Facebook, on Twitter. Twitter's a very good way to get to us. We have our own website. You can find us on almost any of the social media, except some of the really obscure ones. We're not on there. We're on Instagram. We're everywhere. So please, please, please get in touch, and please tell your friends, and please try. This is our mission for the next year. Share the videos, the channel, share the website, share our Twitter, anything you guys can do. Let's work together and get this 1,000 subscribers. So thank you for that. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for being a supporter of the channel already. And we really look forward to your comments on the channel, the videos, and especially looking forward to the Star Wars episode, which is coming up in about 6 weeks or so. Time to get working. Guys, thank you very much.